Good morning, everybody. My name is Andrew Camp. I'm the Deputy Coordinator for the Hunterdon County Department of Public Safety, Office of Emergency Management, and today I'm going to talk to you about our county hazmat team and our hazmat truck here. So the hazmat team is a county-wide team that responds to any hazardous materials emergencies that were requested to go to by fire departments, emergency medical services agencies, or police departments. We're the only team in the county that provides this service, and we're based right out of here in Flemington. And you're going to see as I go around, a lot of the equipment that we have is very unique just to the hazmat team, which is why we exist. The fire departments and police departments and other agencies in the county don't carry this equipment. They don't have the people to operate it, and they don't have the training and response capability that we have here to do very specialized tasks. Our main primary mission is to keep everybody safe, just like firemen keep people safe, keep them from getting injured. We kind of do the same thing. We always want to protect life and everyone that could be involved in an emergency. And with that being said, our main mission is to keep people kind of safe from chemical spills, releases of toxic products, anything that you can think of that you wouldn't want to breathe in or get on your skin. We have the necessary equipment that we can kind of go in there and stop a leak or prevent the further spread of dangerous or toxic chemicals. So our first compartment, we have a lot of equipment to help us identify what we may be dealing with if there was a spill. These are our meters and detection devices so that we can bring these out with us. We can see what's in the air, have an idea of what we're dealing with, and then based on what these gas meters and other detectors tell us, we'll be able to make a choice about what clothing we need to go in and either stop the leak or to rescue someone to make the whole situation better. Depending on what we find when we go in and we investigate, we'll determine which gear we're going to use. So the hazmat team has lots of kind of cool stuff that the fire departments don't have. We have different suits we can put on. This one will cover your whole body and protect you from liquids or splashes. Keeps everything off of you. Typically when we put this on, we have to have gloves, a helmet, boots, and everything kind of gets taped and sealed together to keep everything off of us. We also have this suit. This is probably one of the coolest items that we have on the truck. This is called a level A hazmat suit, and it's fully encapsulated. So when the hazmat technician, our responder, gets in it, they're sealed up inside, and the gloves and the boots are all built in. So they're completely sealed inside of this. They get zipped up, and then they go in and they do what they need to do. It's heavy, and even on a day like today, it's a little cool out. You'll, if you work hard in this for 20 minutes, a half an hour, you're going to come out, you're going to be sweating pretty bad. It gets very hot. The mask or the face piece here will actually start to fog up. So we bring a towel in with us to wipe it down so we can see what we're doing. And when you're in that suit, another cool thing that we have that the fire departments do have is our SCBA, our self-contained breathing apparatus. And this actually will go on before going in the suit. It gets strapped down. We go inside, our mask goes on, and then we have breathing air. The tank says it has 60 minutes of time to breathe, but if we're doing work or in a strenuous environment, it'll be much less, especially when you're wearing that big heavy suit. So at this point, I would need one of my team members to help me. Once my arms are in it, they're going to have to lift the back up and put it over my head. Now we get all the way hooked up to here, and then you're ready to go. You put your boots on, your gloves, and you're ready to go. And luckily we don't have to wear this suit a lot because this is for very bad, very dangerous situations where we're wearing that, where we don't want to breathe anything in or get anything on us. For emergencies where we're dealing with anything that could be flammable or cause a fire or explosion. We also have our firefighting turnout gear. This is our jacket. We have the pants and the helmet, fire helmet, and we will wear the air pack as well. Some other helmets that we have, boots, these to protect our feet. They're chemical resistant, so we can use them when we're in one of these suits. Flashlights, so we have just our regular hand tools, toolbox here, socket kit, and then we have a whole bunch of supplies that we can use to plug a leak. So if there's a tank leaking, say on a vehicle, we have different items that we can kind of put into that hole to either slow it down or stop the chemical from leaking out and causing more of a problem. Because we don't want that to get on the ground, we don't want it to go in the grass or go into the drains and affect the water. We want to keep your water and your your property as clean as possible. We have items like this that we can put down if something's leaking, and that'll help contain it. That way, again, it's not going on the ground, it's not affecting the environment. We can kind of capture it right there. These are some other tools that we use for spills. Typically with gasoline or diesel, we have speedy dry or kitty litter, some people call it. We can put that down, and that just helps absorb the spill when it's on the ground. So we carry a lot of that. We have that on the other side as well. And then you'll see we have a bunch of benches and things like that up top. Basically what we use that for in these chairs is when we have to put people in these special suits. So we can set the chairs up, get all of our equipment out, and that way they have a spot to sit down and get dressed. Because it takes a few people to get someone dressed in all this equipment. All these big white looking things up here, these are called booms, and these are pads. And all these are equipment that we can put down on a spill to keep it in one area or to help absorb it. And it's made out of a special material so that when we put it down, it absorbs what we're trying to pick up. And that way it all goes under this, and then later when the cleanup contractors come, they can come and pick all of it up and take it away and dispose of it properly so that it doesn't affect the environment anymore. If we have any tools that need to run off of a power equipment, we can actually bring our power right out with us and connect our tools to this. And we have, I believe, 100 feet on that cord reel, and that way we can have our own, we don't need a battery, portable battery, we can plug it right in here. We also have one on the other side as well. We also carry drills and other air tools to help if we need to drill tanks or take anything apart. We have drills, a sawzall, and an air chisel in here. We also have this kind of cool thing. This is an airbag, and if a tank was leaking, we can actually put this right on the side of the tank and inflate it, and it will stop the leak. So here we have the cones. The cones we can set up when we're working. We'll make sure that everybody's safe, especially if we're on the side of the road. We put the cones up, and that way the cars can go around us, and we have a safe area to work in. These gloves here for dealing with very cold items, extremely cold items that we don't want to touch. And then we have other gloves to keep simple chemicals and liquids off of us. Every member on the team has their own kit that has all their suits in it ready to go, that's their size. So that way we can come over here. I'm Andrew, so I'll grab my kit, and I know everything in here is ready to go and is my size. So we keep all of them on in this compartment here. If we had to go down to a waterway, we have big wader boots that we can put on. Kind of like if you were to go out into a stream and go fishing. Same idea. That's if in case anything gets into a stream or a creek that we have to go check to make sure it doesn't spread further downstream. We have shovels, brooms, different things to help us clean up. We have a firefighter axe and a halogen bar. Use that if we need to get into somewhere or to lift say, a storm drain up. We can use these tools, and numerous other things. We also have this basket. If we had to rescue someone, we could bring this in and put them in the basket, and it's an easier way to drag them out. We also have a ladder, step ladder, pry bars, and various other tools that we can use in here. All right, in this compartment, more boots that we keep up top, and then here in these black bags are what I showed you before with the air pack with the breathing air. We have 8 of them here that are all ready to go. So we just open up the bag, and then the air pack is right there, and we're ready to go with that. Down here, just more miscellaneous tools. If someone forgets their mask, we have more masks to wear to use if we need to. And that goes with the air pack. What we carry inside are the people, of course. So this is how they get to the call. You'll have your driver and your officer who sits up front, and then any other crew members that come, they can bring their gear bags and put them all back here. And then we just have some other things like flashlights, our medical bags. We have different books up front that we can use to help us determine what we're dealing with if we need to look something up, a reference that we keep inside here as well. So this is the driver's side of the truck. I didn't show you before, but that's where the driver will sit up there. He's got his fire extinguisher if he needs it. And actually inside, it may be hard to see. In the middle, there's different radios that we can talk to our communication center and let them know that we're responding to the call and that we're okay, and when we're back at the station and safe. The lights and the siren, which we also have, helps us to be able to drive safely, but also get there in a quick manner, so that vehicles and other people see us and will hopefully move out of the way for us, so we can get there and help fix the problem. Just like any fire truck or police car.